Lucius Annaeus Seneca was a prominent Roman statesman, playwright, and Stoic philosopher who dedicated his life to studying human nature, ethics, and the path to a meaningful existence. One of his most profound insights was the belief that if we wish to live well, we must continuously learn about the greatest subject of all life itself. In his classic philosophical essay on the shortness of life, Seneca delivers a powerful reminder that the most valuable resource we possess is not wealth, power, or status, but time. Time is the one asset that cannot be bought, borrowed, or recovered once lost. Yet, most people squander it carelessly, indulging in trivial pursuits or unnecessary worries, failing to realize that every fleeting moment is a piece of their life that they will never regain. With this in mind, Seneca imparted timeless wisdom on time management, not just to help us work more efficiently, but to guide us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Below are the 10 most important lessons from his teachings on how to use our time wisely. 1. Treat time as your most valuable asset. Seneca once said, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, the one thing in which it is right to be stingy, they waste it recklessly." We often regard money, real estate, and investments as our most valuable assets, yet we fail to recognize that time is the most precious resource we will ever own. Imagine seeing someone mindlessly throwing money away on the street. You would undoubtedly think they had lost their mind. And yet, we do something far worse every single day. We waste time, a resource infinitely more valuable than money. Time is the only asset that cannot be bought, saved, or borrowed. Once it is gone forever. You can lose money and earn it back. You can miss opportunities and create new ones. But a day that has passed is a piece of your life that you will never recover. If we truly value our lives, we must start valuing our time just as much, if not more, than our material wealth. 2. Don't spend your entire life preparing to live. Seneca once said, "A person who devotes all their time to themselves, planning each day as if it were their last, will neither long for nor fear the next day." One of the greatest mistakes we make in life is constantly preparing for a future that never really arrives. We are so busy chasing goals, securing stability, and making long-term plans that we forget to embrace the present. Seneca reminds us that happiness is not something we will find in the distant future. It exists here and now, in the present moment. Many people spend their entire lives working tirelessly, believing that one day when they retire, when they achieve financial security, or when everything finally falls into place, they will begin to live fully. But life is unpredictable. The future we are waiting for may never come, and the time we thought we were saving might be lost forever. Time is like a river, constantly flowing forward. If we spend all our energy building dams for an uncertain future, we may never get the chance to drink from its waters. Instead of merely preparing to live, we must start living today. Enjoy the simple pleasures, nurture meaningful relationships, and appreciate each moment before it slips away. The greatest tragedy is not having too little time, but failing to use the time we have wisely. 3. Live your own life. Seneca once said, "Do not think that a person with gray hair and wrinkles has truly lived long. They have merely existed for a long time." There is a profound difference between merely existing and truly living. Many people go through life following a predetermined path, stuck in jobs they dislike, surrounded by people who drain them, or chasing goals that were never truly their own. Instead of shaping our lives according to our desires, we often allow obligations, societal expectations, and external pressures to dictate how we spend our time. Seneca urges us to break free from this passive existence and take control of our own destiny. Life is not measured by the number of years we survive, but by the depth of our experiences and the fulfillment we derive from them. To live meaningfully, we must first understand what brings us true happiness and have the courage to pursue it, even if it goes against convention. If you feel lost or uncertain about what you truly want, ask yourself, if I had unlimited time, how would I choose to spend it? If I could change one thing about my life right now, what would it be? Am I living according to my own values or simply following a script written by others? Your answers may reveal what truly matters to you. The biggest regret people have at the end of their lives is not living authentically, chasing dreams that weren't theirs, fulfilling expectations imposed by others, and postponing their own happiness for a future that never arrived. Don't let that happen to you. Take ownership of your time, make intentional choices, and create a life that is truly yours. 4. Practice premeditatio malorum, anticipating the worst. Seneca once said, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is still moving forward." Procrastination is one of the greatest thieves of time. It occurs when short-term pleasures override our long-term commitments, leading us to delay important actions in favor of fleeting distractions. We convince ourselves that there will always be a better time to start tomorrow, next week, next year, only to find that life has passed us by while we were waiting. To combat this tendency, Seneca advised practicing premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This Stoic exercise involves mentally preparing for potential setbacks and obstacles before they arise, allowing us to develop resilience and discipline in advance. By anticipating difficulties, we are less likely to be caught off guard and more equipped to handle challenges with a clear mind. For example, if you know that social media is a major distraction that hinders your productivity, don't simply hope for better self-control. Plan ahead. Set specific rules, such as only allowing yourself to browse social media after completing a key task. If you tend to procrastinate on difficult projects, mentally walk through the process beforehand. What specific roadblocks might you face? What excuses are you likely to make? How can you counter them? By acknowledging and preparing for temptations, we strip them of their power. Instead of being reactive and impulsive, we become intentional and self-disciplined. The truth is, life will never provide the perfect conditions for action. There will always be distractions, difficulties, and unexpected setbacks. But by embracing premeditatio malorum, we train ourselves to navigate these obstacles rather than be defeated by them. 5. Turn long-term rewards into immediate ones. Seneca once said, "Waiting is the greatest waste of life." It robs us of each day by promising an uncertain future. One of the main reasons people procrastinate is because the most important and meaningful tasks in life often do not provide immediate gratification. Whether it's building a career, getting in shape, mastering a skill, or cultivating deep relationships, these things require consistent effort over time, with little to no immediate payoff. In contrast, distractions and short-term pleasures offer instant rewards, making them far more tempting in the moment. The key to overcoming this tendency is to create immediate incentives for actions that bring long-term benefits. Instead of relying solely on willpower, which is often unreliable, we can design systems that make important work feel more rewarding in the present. For example, if you struggle to stay focused while working, you can set a rule. Only allow yourself to watch YouTube or check social media after completing a meaningful task. If exercising feels like a chore, pair it with something enjoyable. Listen to your favorite music or podcast while working out. If studying or reading is difficult, reward yourself with a small treat or a break afterward. By attaching instant rewards to productive habits, you can train your brain to associate discipline with pleasure, making it easier to stay consistent. The harsh truth is that life does not reward those who wait idly for the perfect time to start. The future is uncertain, and every moment spent delaying is a moment lost forever. Instead of postponing progress, find ways to make the pursuit of long-term goals enjoyable today. By transforming delayed gratification into immediate motivation, you take control of your time and move closer to a life of fulfillment and achievement. 6. Make the most of your free time. Seneca once said, "Life is not short, we just waste too much of it. We often complain that there isn't enough time in the day, yet when we finally have free time, we squander it on meaningless distractions." We work hard to earn money and create leisure time, but when that time arrives, we let it slip away on activities that add little to our lives, mindlessly scrolling through social media, watching television for hours, or engaging in trivial conversations that neither enrich nor inspire us. The truth is, we don't need more time, we need to use the time we already have more wisely. Every moment of free time is an opportunity, and how we choose to spend it determines the quality of our lives. Instead of defaulting to passive entertainment, we can be intentional with our downtime and invest it in things that bring real value. Consider using your free time to read books that expand your mind, exercise to strengthen your body, write a journal to reflect on your thoughts, or learn a new skill that will serve you in the future. Even short pockets of time, 5 or 10 minutes between tasks, can be used for meaningful activities rather than wasted on mindless scrolling. The difference between those who feel fulfilled and those who feel empty often lies in how they spend their unstructured time. Free time is not merely an escape from work. It is a chance to grow, to experience joy, and to create something meaningful. The question is not whether you have enough time, but whether you are using it in a way that truly enriches your life. Seven. Take time to reflect on the past. Seneca believed that life feels short only to those who forget their past, neglect the present, and fear the future, while many philosophies encourage living fully in the present or planning for the future. Seneca reminds us that the past is equally valuable. Our past experiences, both good and bad, shape who we are today. By reflecting on our past, we gain wisdom, learn from our mistakes, and appreciate the journey we have taken. Instead of viewing past failures with regret, see them as lessons that have contributed to your growth. Instead of brushing aside happy memories in favor of chasing the next milestone, take the time to cherish them. They are proof that you have lived. A life well lived is one that is examined, understood, and appreciated in its entirety. 8. Stop wasting time on the superficial. Many people dedicate the majority of their lives to things that hold no true significance. Seneca warns, in today's world, it is easier than ever to fall into the trap of wasting time on trivial pursuits. Hours slip away as we scroll endlessly through social media, engage in gossip, chase fleeting pleasures, or spend our energy trying to please others at the cost of our own well-being. These distractions may seem harmless, but over time, they consume our most valuable resource, our time. To reclaim your life, you must learn to say no to things that do not serve your higher purpose. Not every demand on your time deserves your attention, and not every opportunity is worth pursuing. Evaluate your daily habits. Are they bringing you closer to the life you want to live, or are they merely keeping you busy? Choose depth over distraction, meaning over mindlessness. 9. Invest time in creating meaningful memories. Seneca reminds us, while you are busy with trivial matters, life continues to move forward, and death approaches an inevitability you cannot escape. Material possessions fade, but experiences last a lifetime. Many people spend their entire existence accumulating wealth, status, or possessions, only to realize too late that these things do not bring true happiness. Instead of chasing material success alone, invest your time in creating memories that will stay with you forever. Travel to places you've never been. Spend time with loved ones without distractions. Say yes to new adventures and challenges that push you outside of your comfort zone. The joy of experiencing life fully, of collecting moments rather than things, will outlast any luxury you could ever own. 10. Dedicate time to philosophy. Only those who dedicate time to philosophy truly live. Seneca declared, philosophy is not just an abstract study of theories, it is a guide to living with wisdom, purpose, and clarity. By engaging with philosophical ideas, we gain a deeper understanding of life's meaning, how to navigate challenges, and how to cultivate inner peace. Make time to read books that expand your perspective. Engage in discussions that challenge your thinking. Reflect on the principles that guide your actions. The pursuit of wisdom does not merely extend our years, it deepens the quality of the time we have. A life spent in pursuit of knowledge, self-awareness, and personal growth is a life truly lived. Seneca emphasized that time is the most valuable asset a person possesses, far more precious than wealth, power, or material possessions. Unlike money, which can be earned and lost, or status, which can rise and fall, time is irretrievable. Every passing moment is a moment that can never be reclaimed, making it our most finite and irreplaceable resource. Yet, despite its immeasurable worth, people often treat time carelessly, wasting it on trivial pursuits, meaningless distractions, and obligations that do not align with their true desires. We spend too much time worrying about things that do not matter, chasing goals that bring us no fulfillment, or postponing the things that truly do, believing that we will always have more time later. But as Seneca warns, life is not necessarily short. It only feels short when we squander the time we have. To live a meaningful and fulfilling life, we must become conscious of how we spend our time. Every day presents a choice. Will we invest our hours in learning, growing, building meaningful relationships, and pursuing our passions? Or will we allow distractions, obligations, and societal expectations to dictate how we use our most valuable resource? A life well spent is not necessarily the longest life, but the one lived with purpose, intention, and awareness. Make every moment count, not because time is running out, but because the present is the only time you truly own.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.